So last night, right, I had the craziest serotonin release session where I went on Sonderhaus's website and I was curating, you guys. I was curating a big fat cart and I had such key pieces in my cart. I didn't end up buying anything because I do have some things coming on the way. I'm trying to slow my roll, but I needed that to get out of my system. And I feel like that's what brought me to this video. I've done these before where I talk about fashion that I've been liking lately, but I feel like I just need to flush my inspiration out of my body and talk about it, if that makes sense. That's how I feel when I'm like binge shopping to not buy anything. And it's just a release. So that's what this video is today. We're just talking about fashion I've been liking this summer. I feel like I have a lot of things that I have been wearing and have been liking or liking to see. And as we go into fall, some things that I want to try out as it gets cooler and shop for also. So starting off strong with one that I almost didn't put on my list because it's so simple, but bandanas or like hair scarves. Something that I think is funny is that they started out as a necessity for me. Like I needed to get my hair out of my face. I don't like do headbands too often and I'm like almost sick of hair clips. Then all of a sudden I kept reaching for them like as part of my outfits and I was like, they're kind of fun to spice up your headwear. Like I'm somebody who loves hats, loves hair accessories and things like that. But I feel like I've neglected the hair scarf or bandanas for so long. They're also incredibly versatile, which I appreciate about them because you can wear them as tops, obviously, as bags, whatever you can do. But I've also really been loving to wear them and see them styled as like a belt almost or like a little waist accessory. And I feel like you can do them in so many different ways. You can do like the filet crochet or crocheted bandana kind of thing. And some of them are more so like, you know, the little skirts or apron kind of, I just waist accessory. And if you search on eBay for like silk scarves, they have such cool ones like this. And, or if you just, you know, buy the normal bandana. For some reason, I really love that like paisley pattern too right now, especially with just like a simple red, simple white bandana. I just think it's so classic, again, to just throw on. It actually goes with more patterns and colors than I thought that it would initially. Because again, I just started wearing them randomly. But okay, something major that I feel like I am missing in my wardrobe at this point because it like lights a fire in me every time I see it. And I've definitely talked about this, but baby doll style jackets or like the short sleeve kind of baby doll-ish jackets. I wouldn't say peplum because it's like definitely more baby doll, right? I also saw this black one that's short sleeve and it has this really cute little Peter Pan collar and something like that. And I know that a lot of like vintage shops that I follow on Instagram have been posting about them lately. And so I just need to get the right keywords to look at them on my eBay or something. But I was on ThredUp and ThredUp had really good like fall jackets, I feel like right now. I'm not like a super big ThredUp shopper, but I do want to be because I feel like they have the things I have been looking for lately. That kind of brings me into, not really, but a fencing jacket for as we go into fall. I briefly stated that I'm looking for a sewing pattern for one, but I'm also just looking in general for any sort of like jacket that has this silhouette. It almost has like a tighter bodice and then like the more of the big sleeves kind of thing. And I love that style so much. I just think it's so unique and different for jackets. And I think that's what I need. As somebody who like has so many jackets, as you guys know, I think that's what I need, more variation. And you guys, these damn Chloe jackets, I feel like when I first saw them together, I know we talked about it in some sort of video, but I don't think I was like as fire-hearted about them. Now I cannot stop thinking about them, and I've been looking for like 80s sewing pattern kind of jackets, and I feel like I'm almost there with that. But if I could find something of this caliber at all, I feel like, I don't know, does it exist, does it not? I haven't like actually looked on like vintage places, but I feel like it has to because it really does feel like that. But the way they have the bubble hem on it is so sweet too, and seeing it styled in so many different ways, I just feel like that is such a prime fall jacket. And also a different kind of belt accessory or like waist accessory, but keychains. And keychains that you would just put on keys or on your bag, whatever, on your pants. I just think that is so cute. it's something that I want to do that I haven't done. And I think it's also something really easy to implement because you just literally take the keychain that you have off and add it to your waist. And I loved the idea of the little coin purses for the past few years, but now I'm kind of transferring to just like jangle keychain, jangly little metal keychains of any sort, any color, whatever. In middle and high school, I was a very big proponent and wearer of the statement necklace, bubble necklace, whatever. And I've been liking it lately, and I think that the way that it's evolved is something that I'm really, again, interested in, that I haven't really tried out, but like this kind of vibe I think would be so fun to play around with and especially with layering and things as it gets cooler. But again, even just with like a tank top in the summertime or a t-shirt, I think that they're really cute. And something that I'm almost torn on, because right now I just have been wearing like this little pearly necklace the whole summer, and I just don't know. I teeter-totter back and forth, and I don't love wearing like 3 or 4 necklaces at once right now. That used to be my thing, but I kind of just got bored of that. Now I'm like, if you could just have one necklace and it do all of the work that all 3 of those other necklaces does, a statement necklace. So it's something that I'm like keeping my eye out for, so to speak. For me personally, my outfit is not done until I smell good. And so that's why I'm excited that Dossier is sponsoring today's video. You know what this scent reminds me of? Salt, air, and the rust on my door. Never needed anything more. August. This is, to me, the perfect August scent. And going into the fall time, it's ambery oakwood, which is, like when I smell it, it might be one of my favorite Dossier scents that I've smelled in a really long time. Woody, but not too woody. And it's also very deep, but sweet. Something that I need in my scents are sweetness. I want them to be like vanilla-y in a way, even if it's not vanilla. I don't know, which is peak fall, okay? It has cognac, cinnamon, candied fruits. That's what's giving that like deepness, almost like caramelization in a way. Oakwood, coffee comes through. It does. Tonka bean and vanilla, like I mentioned. It's so glorious. Like, I just feel like everybody needs to smell this, and it's the best smelling fragrance ever. Also praline, which I do feel like is very on theme as well, going into the fall time. So anyway, you guys already know at this point in life how much I love Dossier, and I love working with them because I really believe in the structure that their business is based off of. Everybody should have access to a luxury quality product, and that is exactly what Dossier does. They essentially, if you have not heard me talk about them yet, are a brand that creates fragrances and scents that are inspired by other brands and fragrances and fashion houses, even like Dior, Prada, Chanel, Jo Malone. They have also replica, their own version of the replica scents by Maison Margiela, which are actually some of my favorite as well. Going into the fall, this one, it's like the fireplace one, so good. Also for summer, because it kind of reminds me of marshmallows, but I digress. Dossier does not skimp out on anything as far as production goes as well. You're getting perfumes created by some of the top perfumers in Grasse, France, which is the perfume capital of the world, which I always find so fun, and I have to tell you guys every time. I love that. Also, all of their packaging is plastic free, which I love. They also have a really good return policy, because I feel like with scents and when you're buying them online, you don't know 100% what you're getting or if you're going to like it. So I think that's important that when you get it, you have the option to return it after a certain amount of time, which is awesome. So thank you to Dossier for sponsoring. I love them so much, and I just wanted to shout out my favorite currently right now. I'm like, want to spray it on me right now, even though I'm just sitting at home. It's so pretty and cozy. That's what I like feel like I need right now is coziness, hence the sweatshirt. So anyway, do you know what I think I've been late to the bandwagon on? It's something that I've had things of, but like I do feel like I'm later than I feel like I should be. But shearing and sheared pieces, again, I feel like I have a couple of sheared pieces, but I don't think the extent of how much I love it has really settled in until lately. And I think that the shape that it gives, like specifically tops, is what I'm like so attracted to about it. And the way that Damson Matter does it, like with the different sleeves and things like that, and kind of, again, you have the shearing go up to here and then all of a sudden it poofs out, things like that. I love it so much. And I really love like the sheared dresses, again, the shape that it gives, and then it all of a sudden just like poofs out at your waist or hips. I am living for that, and I need more sheared pieces. That's what I feel like. Again, it's just really exciting me. Every time I see one, I'm like, I want that. Like almost everything that I've seen come out lately that has shearing on it, I'm like, that is cute. I like that. I'm still looking for the perfect pointed boot, like Victorian kind of style boot. I have the one pair that has more of a rounded toe. I love them, but I would really love like a pointed toe with a little, ideally it would be a super tall heel, but I feel like that's hard to not find in those. And so any sort of heel variation with this kind of silhouette would be great. I feel like it's something Jeffrey Campbell would be good at if they don't already do that. I do sometimes think that an outfit is like incomplete feeling with me if there's not something that feels vintage or is vintage on me, or antique, whatever. And even the modern style boots like this, or the booties, feel kind of antique still, which I love. Okay, this is more of a styling take, but I think, because I've been talking about tutus, I feel like for a long time now, but I've been recently seeing them styled in a really downplayed way, like with casual things like a sweatshirt, a t-shirt, tank top. Mostly sweatshirts though, and hoodies. And I think that is like the sickest combination. I think it is so like juxtaposition final boss, you know? And I think it's such an easy way to style them, because sometimes for me with pieces like that are so loud, so like ballroom elegant, you know? I'm like, how the fuck am I gonna wear this out? Like that's in reality how I think. And so I think with those like very loudly dressy pieces, throwing something that you just really wouldn't expect, like a hoodie on, is so cute. And it's something that I will be trying, because I did find that one little tulle skirt recently at the thrift store, and I'm like waiting patiently until it gets cool enough to be able to wear something like that and try it. But I am like, every time I see something like this, so flabbergasted by how cute it is. Still into the off the shoulder tops and stuff like chops, dresses, whatever this kind of silhouette looks like. Also, Blondita Shop has like this really cute two-piece set, and I've been seeing like the off the shoulder style with a lot of like the jersey knit fabrics, which I really like. And I think that especially like in stripes, like the Blondita Shop one, I love that. I also think you can do it with so many things. That's why I like it too. You can try it out before even buying anything. You just have any sort of top. You can cut it, you can just style it differently. I love a collarbone. I like seeing everybody's collarbone. Is that weird? Okay, something we need to play around with, you guys. I don't know if I can find them somewhere. I don't think I've ever seen them in person, but huge buttons on everything, or just like on a jacket. And even if they're like non-functional buttons, I just think a big ass button is so fun and so cartoon-esque to me. And I've just been like seeing a ton of it everywhere, and I love it. It's so quirky, which I am kind of also like, the word quirky, every time I say it, I think of Jess from New Girl, and I want to have like a Jess from New Girl fall, like at least partially. Like I saw this edit right here and it gave me that. I'm like, yeah, that's what I'm like feeling. Have I told you guys how obsessed I am lately with Lego mutton sleeves? I've been looking out everywhere, especially when I go to the thrift store for something like this. Oh my God. I don't know where I've been or why I haven't liked them before, but I feel like it's everything that I love in a sleeve. The fact that it's tailored at the bottom, but then also flares out into like this balloon big. It could be like as dramatic or as simple as you want. And I think that it gives such shape. I hope that like modern brands adopt that kind of silhouette to some degree more often. Like we really see it more, because I just think that, or I don't know if this exact shape falls under like a muffin, but like a muffin, like a mutton, not muffin, but where it's kind of puffy here, only here, and it kind of mimics a short sleeve, and then it goes into just like a normal long sleeve. I love that. I eat it up too. Again, just so shapeful, and I need more shape. Like with this is obviously not meant to have shape, but I do feel like I'm lacking it whenever I'm like, it's so boring. I could have sleeves, you know what I mean? Even in this fabric, actually, I have seen that. And I don't know if that's like very, I don't know if that's like 2011 in a bad way, but to me, it's in a good way. Have you guys also been seeing the like French terry sweatpanty fabric being made in different ways, like different things, not sweatpants, like the like the dresses and the skirts and the really cute tops and things like that? I'm so deeply inspired by that, and I think it's like the coolest thing ever. Just also the different ways that people are making, like I just saw on, I don't remember the brand, but they had this one like off the shoulder kind of style sweatshirt, but it also goes into a hoodie. I don't know, just the way people are playing with like the terry fabric right now, I love. Just really maximizing the sweatshirt experience, which I do feel like it's time. So I love whoever started that one. For the 100th time, I am so into an all black outfit right now. Again, I don't know if it's just the time of year or what, but I feel like it's been the past few months where I'm just like so craving just wearing, again, all black. But on the outskirts of that, there is this like combination that I really want to try and that I love so much, but this mint green or green in general with gray, I just think it's very Prada to me. I don't know, just the way they play together so nicely is so sweet. And so it's something that I will be trying soon. Someone who is very much so inspiring me in many ways right now, but especially like fashionably, Carol Aids. I love her music. She has become such a favorite. Okay, she has this one song called Dreams, and it's like my all-time favorite song right now. And she also has, what is that? She just came out with something. Good Swimmer, and then I also love A Place You Can Meet Me. But Dreams, to me, she writes music that feels like Perks of Being Wallflower, or like should be in like these coming of age movies. Not Perks of Being, maybe, I don't know, but like The Summer I Turned Pretty, I see this song in it. I've been talking about this. Anyway, she has this really specific style. I don't know if it's for her album rollout when she did that, but it's so good and it's so cute, and she kind of has like the schoolgirl kind of Sandy Lang feel, and I love that. And I think a lot of her pieces actually are Sandy Lang, I'm not sure, but that vibe to me is everything right now, and it's been inspiring me so much. So love her, love again, all of her outfits. I follow her on Instagram, and every time, Instagram, but also TikTok, and every time I see her, she's in such a cute outfit, or cute blouse, whatever. So, and lastly, a tulle sleeve. Yeah, a tulle. Initially was thinking feather, but I also have been seeing like just a lot of tooling going on. That's kind of random. I feel like I don't see tulle used in that way. Like ruffled or layers at the bottom of like a sleeve, and I think it's so good, and also feels very, I don't know if it's like circusy, but in that realm to me again. And I just love the shape that it gives. I love the flowiness that it gives and the movement. But yeah, I feel like that's something that could easily be DIY'd or thrift flipped from something. So anyway, that's kind of all I have. I don't know. I feel like I just wrapped that up way too quick, but I really was trying to wear this. Did I show you this? But I was going to wear this. You know, Addison Rae was in that one top and outfit. She was on Zane Lowe for her interview, and she had this like little thing draped on her, and it kind of looked like that. And I'm like, wait, that looks cute. I could have done that. Anybody have thought that's weird? I think it's kind of fun. So that will happen eventually. But anyway, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know what you are into also right now. I feel like still in the summer mindset. I feel like with this heat, how can you not be? Like, I really do. Like, I know I've been soft launching fall and the talk of fall, but like, I'm still in summer. We have a whole, at least month. Like, fall starts to me September 1st. So anyway, I'll talk to you guys next time. I love you so much. Make sure you're subscribed if you're not already. And thank you to Dossier for sponsoring.